As the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one for you on Thursday Night Primetime between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started, and Thursday Night Primetime is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, Murray lost it. And that should be Seahawks football. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go. Drill, 52. Blue, 32. Hut.
To the air, Lance. Escapes the pocket. And he's intercepted for the first time this year. And the Cardinals have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Brought in left side by Jones. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
36-yard line.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, it's Murray. Hits him on the out route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're going play action. It's Murray. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Benson off the zone read. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Brought in inside the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed...
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he'll go out of bounds, but not until he works this all the way down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Incomplete on first and second. Need some better luck here. Third and goal.
White, set. 52, ramp, ready.
Here's Lance. Getting out to his left. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing.
He falls to the pass rush on fourth and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs. So first and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Third and 1. Here's Murray. He's got McBride complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cardinals.
The give now to Benson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Benson now from the gun. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Benson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cardinals take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They're in trouble now, and the ball is out. And that should be Seahawks football.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately they're fumbling the ball right back over. That's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Red, yellow. Ready. Set.
Now it's Lance. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
31-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 1st and 10 from the 43.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Looks like a design keeper for Murray. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Sends this to the end zone. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Murray on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick by Ryland is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Blue 32. Hut.
Throwing his Lance. Gets this to Fant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More from Lumen Fields coming right up.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Drill green. Let's go now. Black 40.
Lance. Flush down out to his left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance now. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Set, ready, hut.
Looking to throw Lance. That finds Bash, complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
Ready.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Down, black shot. Ready.
Back to throw, it's Lance. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Ready.
The Seahawks will line up for the
Yellow,
two-point conversion.
white. Hut.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch in the end zone, and that 2-point try trims the deficit to 1.
Seahawks 8.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now an inside give to Benson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Devin Witherspoon there on a stop. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And he takes it down to the 33. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Kyler to throw. The ball's out, he lost it. And the Seahawks have it. No return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Escapes the pocket. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Blue striker. Ready.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Black shot. Needle blue.
To the air, Lance. This is caught inside the 15. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a...
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for two. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board. They show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He's got the squiver. With no time remaining in the half. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Seahawks 14.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That's caught with Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Lance. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Set, ready. 52, black on blaster, 6. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Has it downfield, working the left. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Brought in right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Finds Mims. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Smash, blue striker. Hut.
Now it's Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Complete out to the right side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on first and 10. From the red zone now. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal. Drawing up the design keeper. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Second and goal. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Third and goal. Wilson. On the move. Headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Moody knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second-half lead.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Play action now, Murray. Here's this left side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
Now Kyler. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Into the hands of Harrison. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So first down from the 41. Benson on the counter. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Coach.
They're going play action. It's Murray. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. On the draw, it's Barkley. Well, he has to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. No gain, and things looking a lot tougher for them now with 2nd and 20. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw, it's Lance. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready?
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 1st and 10 from the 43. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass brought in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Murray on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This play's a design run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses. But not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Set, cut.
Throwing his Lance. Connects with Fate. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
On the double.
Cardinals go to the dime look here. 3rd down.
You're set.
Here's Lance now. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Set. Cut, cut.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Okay, ready?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks clinging to a 1-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Down, cut.
Throwing now off the play action. He rolls to his right. Complete Derrick Henry. And they take him down right along the 30. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Ready?
He's back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Here he is to throw. Complete to Mims. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Now the refs agree. He's marked short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Inside the 45. Still running. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Moore with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 50, green.
He'll look to throw it. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. That one's complete, right side. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Pickup of 2 here, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Gets his running back. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Set. Black 40. Hut.
Now it's Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. He brushed him off with ease. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Lance. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Exactly 60 seconds available to them in regulation. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 45.
Lance. Finds Mims. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Throwing now. That's caught for the first. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 43, set.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Down. Field. Blue. 30. Ready.
Looking to throw. Lance. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight end's such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to pull this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Murray throwing again on 2nd and 10. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
To throw. He's got Jones for the completion. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's going to be a yard shy of the 1st as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. He didn't get enough into it. Oh, it just comes down shy of the crossbar. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.